Chris Duffin here. I'm up in Vancouver, British Columbia, doing some training with my friend Amit Sapir. But I want to get this video log post out there. I'm going to cover some topics, some things that are important to me, and I hope you enjoy. And I'm traveling a bunch the next few weeks, but I promise you, there's going to be a couple things that you'll see. I've had some comments, some questions on my videos recently. When I get in there and look, and one of them is, does Duffin even train anymore? And a whole lot of, oh my God, Duffin, you need some damn carbs. Especially after my last video, because it was right before, I think I posted maybe the day or two before I did a photo shoot, which was last week before heading to the Arnold. So clearly, as you can see, I've mixed some carbs back into the training, filled back out, photo shoot's done. So I will paste some pictures in from that into this so you can see towards the end how the photo shoot went out. But the other thing, does Chris even train anymore? Yes, I haven't posted up much video except maybe a few Instagram pieces here and there, probably for a few months. As many of you know, I competed at the end of January and I bombed, well, on the deadlift. But there's some important things as I've been doing the photo shoot prep, like thinking about where I want to go, what's important to me. And that meet and the meet before it last year, I just wasn't fired up. I've been training and competing for 16 years, and I was just going through the motions. I had no spark, I had no fire. And that's just not the way I want to train. That's not the way I want to do things. So I need to evaluate my goals. The other is, I really struggled. I mean, I was excited going into the meet like in November, December, when I was throwing up massive weights. Squatted 944, hit 850 for 5 on the deadlift with straps, was regularly going up to close to 800 for multiple sets, multiple reps with no straps and no grip issues on the deadlift. I was doing my bench training on the Duffin bar, which is harder than a bench bar, doing my work sets with 470, multiple sets. And so I was clearly on a path to hit some big numbers. But there's an issue. And the issue is why I share so much knowledge and how I've been able to get so much knowledge is I have a lot of trauma in my body from my earlier years, and I've taken myself and put myself out there to reach out to some of the best people in the world, collaborate and learn and share that content. And that's what I do, and that's what you guys see, and a whole lot more of it on www.kabuki.ms. If you haven't been there, check it out. But when I start putting it all together for a meet, this big total goal starts falling apart on me. The way I have to lift and perform on the platform, I have so much trauma in some areas, particularly my elbows, that everything compiles and hurts itself. Like the training with no straps just destroys my arm, and then my bench goes, and then I have problems with squat, and there's it just all of a sudden you can watch it from December to the meet as it started falling apart on me, started unraveling. And so I just have to accept the fact I'm never going to be able to put together a big, massive total on the platform. I can put together a big, massive lift. And so that's kind of how I need to refocus. And so it's not just like eliminating the weight cut down to 220, which I'm not going to do anymore. And I'm not saying I'm never going to step on the platform again. But right now I'm going to focus on things that get me jazzed up, things that get me fired up. And you know what gets me fired up? Chasing epic goals. That's what gets me fired up. I love epic shit. So that's the plan. The plan is called Grand Goals. That's right, grand goals. You know why? Well, it starts off with I've got a big list of these epic shit goals. And number 1 on the list is to deadlift 1,000 pounds. Yes, with straps. Yes, with a deadlift bar. Yes, with standard plates stacked all the way to the end. I don't care. You don't like it? You don't like it. That's all I have to say. So, nobody's ever even come close to this at body weight. I want to be the lightest person ever to do it. And it's going to be a sumo lift. And everybody's like, sumo's easier. You know what? What's the heaviest raw sumo? To my knowledge, it's Ed Cohn's 901. Gear, it's like 922 or 927. So, nobody's even come close to it. And is it going to be an easy goal? Is it something I'm going to just walk out there here in a couple months and do? Hell no. This is what makes epic goals freaking awesome. It takes hard work, discipline, a plan, sticking to it. And so I've got I'm penciling out the plan, I've got at least 9 months before I even make an attempt at it. But I would like everybody to follow along and watch the journey and see how it plays out. I'm not big. Everybody knows I don't post like I'm doing a meet next week or a month out or 3 months out. I keep that stuff private because I typically I don't like that external pressure and like expectations and all that to interfere with my thought process and what I'm doing. But I'm putting a stick in the sand right now saying, this is what I'm going for. Yeah, I want to squat a grand too. That's why it's called Grand Goals. And I've got a bunch of other cool stuff that's on the list that you'll find about when it comes about. But that's where we're starting. I'm starting with the biggest one, I think. So it's maybe I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm sure damn well going to chase it. And it's going to be interesting. I'm really excited. It's a training method that I haven't gone after before because I have always focused on everything, just not necessarily in the competition style setting, either using my specialty bars, straps, whatever, to get around the trauma that I've got. And so this is going to be really cool with just focusing on one movement for the intensity side of it. And so I'm excited. I'm fired up. You'll be watching the videos. You'll be able to see this stuff. So join me in the journey. I'll enjoy it. And I'd appreciate it. And I guess that's all I've got to say. You will start seeing videos again. Enjoy these photo shoot pics. And with that, I'm out with my grand goals. If you want to maximize your strength and the longevity of your athletic career, or just support the production of further content, click on this video to the link to our store to check out our full line of products.